Subscribe to Animal Adventures TV, where amazing animal facts meet fun and learning. Today we're setting off on an exciting journey, venturing into the world of two incredible creatures: the African elephant, the largest land animal, and the blue whale, the biggest creature ever known to exist. Both these animals are not just massive, but also super smart. They have interesting social structures too, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. While elephants call the diverse landscapes of Africa their home, blue whales prefer the vast, open oceans. And when it comes to food, they couldn't be more different. African elephants munch on grasses, leaves, and fruits, while blue whales filter feed on tiny marine critters like krill and plankton. Plus, their body structures and reproduction processes are worlds apart. So, buckle up for a fascinating adventure as we delve into the lives of these two animals. Stay tuned as we dive deep into the fascinating world of these two animals. Size matters in the animal kingdom, and when it comes to sheer size, few can compete with our two contenders. The African elephant and the blue whale are, without a doubt, some of the most colossal creatures on our planet, each holding a unique title. Let's start with the African elephant, the heavyweight champion of the land. Think about this. Have you ever seen a car? Well, these magnificent giants can weigh as much as 10 cars. That's right, a fully grown male African elephant can weigh up to 14,000 pounds. They can reach up to 10 to 13 feet in height. That's like stacking two giraffes on top of each other. But even as grand as the African elephant is, it's dwarfed when compared to the blue whale. The blue whale is the uncontested title holder for the largest animal ever known to have existed. Imagine a basketball court. Now imagine a creature so gigantic that it could almost span the entire length of that court. A blue whale can grow up to 100 feet long. That's longer than 3 school buses parked end to end. And if we're talking weight, a blue whale can weigh as much as 33 elephants. That's an astonishing 200,000 pounds. What's fascinating is that even though the blue whale and the African elephant are so different, they share this similarity. They tower over their environments, whether it's the vast plains of Africa or the deep blue sea. They are both proof of just how diverse and extraordinary life on Earth can be. So in terms of size, our ocean dweller takes the crown. Next up, let's talk about brains. Yes, size is important, but what about intelligence? Ever heard the phrase, "an elephant never forgets"? Well, it's not just a saying. African elephants are known for their extraordinary memory. These brainy beasts can remember routes to watering holes over incredible distances, even after many years. And guess what? They're also great problem solvers. Elephants can use tools like sticks to scratch those hard-to-reach spots, and they've even been seen dropping heavy rocks to break open hard-shelled fruits. Talk about using your head, or rather, your trunk. But don't think it's just elephants that have the brains. Blue whales are no slouches in the intelligence department either. They might not use tools like elephants do, but they have their own impressive skills. For instance, they use complex vocalizations or songs to communicate over vast oceanic distances. Each blue whale song is unique, kind of like a personal calling card. Now, isn't that something to sing about? And here's a fun fact. The brain of a blue whale is 5 times larger than the human brain. But before you get too impressed, remember that a blue whale is also about 20 times the size of an elephant. So, when you consider the size of the brain relative to the body, elephants actually come out on top. But hey, we're not here to declare a winner in the battle of the brains. Both these creatures are incredibly smart in their own ways. It's amazing how nature has equipped them with the intelligence needed to thrive in their respective environments. Whether it's remembering the way to water in the vast African savanna or singing songs in the deep blue sea, these animals are true brainy beasts. So it's a tie in the intelligence department. Both are incredibly smart. Moving on to social structure. How do these animals interact with their peers? Let's first take a look at the African elephant. These animals are the life of the party in the animal kingdom. Elephants live in matriarchal herds, which means the oldest and often largest female, the matriarch, leads the group. She's like the head teacher of the elephant school, guiding her students to water, food, and safety. Young elephants stay with their mothers for a long time, sometimes up to 16 years. That's about the time it takes for a human to finish primary and secondary school. While in these herds, elephants communicate with each other using a range of sounds, from rumbles to trumpets and even through touch. They're a tight-knit group, always looking out for each other. Now let's dive into the ocean and talk about the social structure of the blue whale. Unlike the party-loving elephants, blue whales are more like the lone wolves of the sea. They usually prefer to swim solo, exploring the vast ocean on their own, but don't worry, they're not always alone. Sometimes they form small groups, especially when there's a buffet of krill to feast on. And while they may not have a matriarch leading the way, blue whales communicate with each other using a series of low-frequency pulses, whistles, and clicks that can be heard for miles underwater. So, while elephants are more like a big, happy family living and growing together on land, blue whales are the solitary explorers of the deep sea, occasionally meeting up for a meal or two. But whether it's a herd of elephants or a pod of whales, both these animals show us that social interactions are an essential part of life in the animal kingdom, no matter where you live. In the game of social circles, it seems our elephants are the party animals. Now, where do these massive mammals hang out? Well, let's take a journey to find out. Our first stop is the vast and varied landscapes of Africa, home to the African elephant. These colossal creatures roam across a range of habitats, from the golden savannas where they can be seen using their large ears to fan away the heat, to lush forests where they use their mighty trunks to reach for high-hanging fruits. They also inhabit grasslands, where they might be spotted munching on their favorite meal, grass. But no matter where they are, these elephants have one thing in common: they love terra firma. Good old solid ground. Now let's dive into a completely different world, the deep blue sea, the dwelling place of the blue whale. This marine mammal prefers the expansive open ocean, far from land, where it can dive deep to search for food. These giants of the sea are truly global travelers, migrating thousands of miles from cold feeding grounds to warm breeding areas. Unlike our elephant friends who prefer to stay put, blue whales are the nomads of the sea. So, we've got an elephant that enjoys a stroll on the savanna, and a whale that's all about the ocean life. On one hand, we have a landlubber with a trunk strolling through forests and savannas. On the other, we have a deep sea diver with flippers, navigating the world's vast oceans. It's like comparing apples and oranges, or should we say elephants and whales. Sure, they're both fruit, or in this case mammals, but they couldn't be more different in where they choose to live. It's a fascinating example of how diverse our planet really is, offering habitats as varied as the creatures that inhabit them. So whether you're an elephant who enjoys the view from the ground, or a whale who prefers the deep blue sea, it's clear that Earth has a place for everyone. In terms of habitat, they couldn't be more different. Let's talk about food. What's on the menu for these giants of land and sea? Picture a buffet, but instead of pizza and ice cream, it's filled with grass, leaves, and bark. That's a typical meal for our African elephant friends. These giants are herbivores, which means they only eat plants. They munch on everything from tree bark to fruits, and they can eat up to 300 pounds of vegetation in a single day. Imagine eating your weight in salad every day. Now let's dive into the deep blue sea, where the menu is quite different. Did you know that the largest animal on Earth, the blue whale, survives on one of the smallest? These marine mammals are filter feeders, which means they gulp in huge amounts of water, then use their baleen plates, kind of like a giant comb, to filter out tiny marine organisms called krill and plankton. A blue whale can eat up to 4 tons of krill in a day. That's like eating 16,000 cheeseburgers. While both these creatures enjoy their meals, their eating habits are as different as night and day. The African elephant uses its long trunk to grasp food and bring it to its mouth, while the blue whale opens its gigantic mouth to gulp in water and food. But despite these differences, they both have something in common. They eat a lot. And it's not just about filling their bellies. The food they eat plays a crucial role in their survival, providing them with the energy they need to live their large lives. It also impacts their environment. Elephants, for instance, help to spread seeds in their droppings, aiding in plant growth, while blue whales, by consuming krill, help to regulate the marine ecosystem. So, while elephants are munching on grass, our whale friends are slurping up krill. Let's move on to body structure, a defining feature of any species. The African elephant and the blue whale, though both giants of their kind, couldn't be more different in their physical features. And it all comes down to where they live and how they've adapted to survive there. Let's start with the African elephant. Picture a creature built for the land. 4 sturdy legs to support its massive weight, and a long trunk to grab food, water, and even to communicate with other elephants. Then there are those big ears. Did you know they're not just for hearing? They actually help elephants keep cool in the hot African sun. Elephants flap their ears to create a breeze, and the large surface area of the ears helps to dissipate heat. Talk about a built-in air conditioner. Now, Let's dive into the deep blue sea and picture the blue whale. This marine marvel has a streamlined body designed for efficient swimming. Instead of legs, they have flippers to steer, and a powerful tail fin to propel them through the water. They have a dorsal fin, but it's relatively small compared to the rest of their body. And while they don't have a trunk or large ears, they do have baleen plates in their mouth to filter food from the water. One more thing. Ever notice that whales have blubber and elephants have thick skin? Well, blubber helps whales stay warm in cold ocean waters, while the elephant's thick skin protects it from the sun's heat and insect bites. So, whether it's an elephant with its sturdy legs and multi-purpose trunk, or a blue whale with its streamlined body and effective feeding system, each animal is perfectly adapted to its habitat. They're like superheroes, each with their own set of superpowers. Clearly, each has a body perfectly suited to their lifestyle and habitat. Finally, let's discuss something really special. How do these animals bring new life into the world? African elephants take the prize for having one of the longest gestation periods in the animal kingdom. Can you imagine? A baby elephant takes almost 22 months to be ready to meet the world. That's nearly 2 years. These babies, when born, are typically around 3 feet tall and can weigh as much as a grand piano. On the other hand, blue whales, the giants of the sea, carry their young for about 10 to 12 months. That's still quite a long time. When a baby blue whale or calf is born, it's already one of the largest creatures on Earth, measuring in at a whopping 20 feet long. So whether on land or in water, the circle of life continues. Wow, what an adventure we've had exploring the lives of African elephants and blue whales. We've discovered that despite their different habitats, these two giants of the animal kingdom share some striking similarities. They are both among the largest animals on Earth, show high levels of intelligence, and have fascinating social structures. However, their differences are just as captivating. The African elephant, the king of the land, enjoys a diet of vegetation in the diverse habitats of Africa. Meanwhile, the blue whale, the titan of the seas, feasts on tiny marine organisms while traversing the world's oceans. And let's not forget their unique body structures and reproduction methods, showcasing the amazing adaptability of nature. Our journey through the lives of these extraordinary creatures has shown us the beauty of diversity and adaptability in the animal kingdom. Remember to subscribe to Animal Adventures TV for more fun and learning. Until next time, keep adventuring.